Oh, I should probably turn the light on. Hey y'all, it's your girl Aliya Jamari. Don't mind the little makeup smudge. I just cried a little bit. And I'm just here to tell you about one of my little dating woes, Okay, so let me just tell y'all this. It's really only been 2 weeks with this dude, 2 weeks. That's it. But I have known him since my freshman year of college, so that's about 10 years or so. Almost 10 years, 9 years. I want to say we have 4 years of college. 5 years out. So 9. I mean, yeah, we weren't super close. We weren't close to anything. So, we just knew of each other. We peeped each other. Cool. He was always in a relationship, though. So, because he was a relationship dude. So, one day he had posted a picture. I put a little heart eye emoji, like I usually do. And he finally, bit. And so, yeah, we connected. We hung out. And, the one night we were supposed to hang out turned into, 3 days. It was so cute. Very cute. He came over. Don't mind my bed not being made in the background. I had a photo shoot this morning. It's a mess. But let me tell y'all. So we wound up going to see, it was the same day that Candyman came out. If y'all haven't seen it, it's good. We saw it in the drive-through movie theater. It wound up being great. And then after that, we was like, we're gonna go get some drinks. We went and got drinks. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. It was cool. It felt comfortable with him because I had known him for a while. I thought I knew his character. It was very cute. So I was really feeling this dude. I'm not even gonna hold you. And usually I don't like niggas really being in my space like that. And afterwards, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. We went for a walk in the park and we talked or whatever. And we I'm in the phase right now where I'm just chilling, no problem. But I really value honesty in that process. I'm dating around, you're dating around. Just be honest with me and I'm cool. I don't want to have to try to figure stuff out, whatever. That's why a lot of the things that I've, dealt with has ended, because niggas don't know how to be truthful. So, my feelings hurt, y'all. Because I really liked him in my space. So after we went on this walk around the park, after we got drunk, we was dancing all on each other, making out. It was such a cute, little meet cute kind of moment. It was something from a movie. I always have these experiences where it's something from a movie. And we had a nice little walk and we just chilling, talking, whatever. He comes over, he comes to my crib, and I was going through a lot at the time, if y'all haven't noticed. So my house was a depression house. Not even gonna hold you, it was a mess. This is not a mess, it's just my bed not being messy. There's really, yeah, you see my my slippers on the floor, my drawers opened up over there, but this is not a mess. So it was a mess in here. And I'm just coming off of birth control, so my hormones are crazy, and it was just a lot going on. And I was just I don't even usually let people in my space and stay in my space, but especially with everything going on, I don't know about that. So he comes over, he stays. It was a nice moment, nice few days. He wound up staying all day the next day. We wound up going out and get food, and he stayed again. And so it was just this man pretty cool. And so of course he was my class at Howard, and because I know this is freshman year, and we had our class trip coming up just a few days after, and so we hadn't seen each other for maybe a day or two. before the trip, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna see you before the trip, you know, whatever. He's like, yeah. So the night before he leaves for the trip, he comes over and we go get food. Cool. We have a nice moment for the night. He stays until like 5 a.m. Like, it was great. So I'm thinking like, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna give him his space while he on the trip, you know, whatever. Like, let him have fun. Like, shit. Like, I was dating while he was gone. Like, and I had met this really cool dude. Like, and we gonna talk about that other situation too. So, he's on a trip, you know, he had hit me up when he landed there, which was really cute. Wasn't really necessary to me, but like, it was cute that he thought of me and that he hit me up, and I thought it was dope. I was like, all right, you know, get this nigga some points, you know. We had some cute moments, and you know, he fucking with me, you know. I feel that. All right, cool. So I don't feel like I take ownership of nobody, so I didn't expect him to, like, you know, continue communication with me or whatever. And so we didn't really talk like that. Like, I mean, he had posted something, he looked cute. I put the little heart eye emojis, and we talked briefly, like maybe a couple times. And like the day before he came back, he hit me up and we were talking a little bit then. But then, like, when he gets back, like, he's just like, oh, like, I'm burnt, like, I'm not gonna be able to see you, you know, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, huh? You burnt, like sunburnt? So I'm thinking like, oh, okay, you know, I try not to assume nothing. So like, I be thinking like, oh, okay, like he probably just need, you know, some space, you know, to try to get back into a groove of work after being on vacation for like 5 days. Like, he was gone for like 5 days. And then, like, you know, he might do got sunburn, you know, like black people burn too. Like, he not no light dude, but he brown, dark, like milk chocolate. That's what he is. He like milk chocolate. So he was a little darker. He was a couple shades darker, I guess. So I'm thinking like, okay, you burnt. You said you burnt. I'm believing that you burnt. So I'm like, okay, you got to work. You know, you burnt. Probably trying to handle that. You know, it's a lot going on. Whatever. I see you on the weekend. That's what he said. So cool. Friday hit. And this man, because this man flew back on Tuesday, Friday hits, and this man calls me. Like, well, actually, no. He don't even hit me up at all. So Thursday hits, and I text him because he's like on all of my pictures on Instagram that I post, looking at my stories, everything, but he not texting me. So I'm very confused as to why you got time to be all on my page. The sunburn must not be that burnt to not at least hit me up and be like, hey, how you doing? How you know, whatever. I'm not asking you to be pressed on me, but like, damn, like, I'm poly, but like, also, don't nobody be on my line that don't be talking to me regularly, like, unless like the setup is like, boom, bam, you get this, I get this out of the situation, that's it, cut, you know. So it was just like, something not right here, you know. Child, I hit him up Thursday, like, you liking all my pictures, you not texting me, you know, what is that about? Like, I don't want to assume, and I don't want you to think that this is going to be the norm that I accept. So I'm like, what's up, bro? And so he's like, I was going to hit you up today, but, you know, like, I've been burnt. And I'm like, well, let me see it. Let me see the burnt. Like, it can't be that bad. I don't give a fuck. Like, I fuck with you. You fine as hell to me. If you fine as hell to me, sunburn ain't gonna do shit. Your skin gonna come back to normal. Like, I don't give a fuck about, you know, sunburn. But, like, I mean, okay, I can get why you could be a little insecure about it. But, like, that just didn't sound right to me. So he sends me a picture. He just looked 2 shades darker. So I'm like, okay, I'm black. I've never known what sunburn look like. I've never been sunburnt. So I'm like, what exactly am I looking at? What exactly am I looking for? Like, I'm looking at the phone like, you just look 2 shades darker, like when I go outside for all day. You feel me? He's like, oh yeah, I'm just dark. That's why you couldn't see me all week? So I'm like, I'm getting an attitude because I'm just like, this just sounds like a BS excuse to me. Like, That's why you can't see me. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, like, what is going on? So I tell him, like, you know, this just sounds like bullshit to me. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, like, it's really hard for me to believe, like, and I really want to believe you because I really don't have no reason to think that you would lie to me, especially the ways that I date, like, and I make sure that I tell you that I would like for you to be open and honest with me. But like, I also don't feel like there was a need to lie about that. Like, if you just needed space, like, you should just let me know. And he was like, yeah, like, you know, I just need some time to get back in the groove of work. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of figured that. So I, you know, I ain't trying to get mad about it. Like, I just was like, whatever. And he was like, but I am burnt though on my shoulders. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Okay. So I'm like, whatever. So we start talking again, like, and we're talking regularly the rest of Thursday and then Friday. So Friday afternoon, he just calls me and he's like, yo, like, my ex pulled up, like, you know, mind you, hold on, let me just start here. I'm thinking I'm finna get something, okay? I'm thinking I'm about to get some. This man is calling me because we back in action, okay? So I pick up the phone. This is right after we record a podcast episode. I'm like, hey, yo, I got to go. I'm trying to click. Let me go get mine, okay? So I'm like, all right, bet, like, some lint flying in the air. But I'm like, all right, bet, like, cool, like, what's up? Like, we on the phone, you know, he's like, oh yeah, my ex showed up at my doorstep unannounced, going crazy, talking some, she don't like how we ended. Like, okay, so the story I was told was that they ended back in May, early May, and he said it was about over in April. Cool. I mean, I thought it was ample enough time to kind of like be like, all right, I might be dipping back in the pool a little bit, but not nothing serious. Like, and I fucked with that, but I didn't think that like homegirl was in the picture because that's what he said. He said she wasn't in the picture. They haven't spoken. So for her to just show up, like, it just was hard for me to believe that she would just show up unannounced randomly. You feel me? Like, out of nowhere, she just show up going crazy, you know? So then I started hearing about, like, a little bit more about, like, kind of what he was dealing with her. And it was just like, okay, so, like, if it's unwarranted and you don't want it, why don't you just call the police if she's, like, coming to fuck your shit up? Like, that's what you saying? Call the police. Nah, I don't want to call the police. So I'm like, something off here. My fuck nigga tendencies is going off here. The radar is beep, beep, beeping. So I'm like, do you want to be with her? And he's like, no, I don't want to be with her. So I'm like, something not right here. So I'm like, what is it then? Because, like, you can choose not to deal with this. And I'm just very confused as to how she feels comfortable doing something like this, if she is doing it. Like, if you know, like, you don't want it to happen. Like, make it make sense, nigga. Like, So this man is like, well, you know, like, I don't know, but you know, I'm gonna pull up on you. I don't want to see her. Like, I don't want to deal with her. Like, I'm gonna pull up on you, you know, whatever. Let me roll up real quick. So I'm like, all right, bet, like, cool. Like, you deal with that. You figure out what you're gonna do and deal with that, and then we go from there. So, oh my God. So, an hour passes. This man don't hit me up. I'm like, okay, bro, like, roll up. I'm thinking you gonna roll up and you gonna pull up here or whatever and then smoke. Like, no, this man don't roll up and pull up here. This man don't even hit me up. So, like, an hour and some change passed, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, I thought you was finna, like, pull up. Like, I'm already high, so it can go either way. I'm staying up, making sure you get here, or I'm going to sleep, baby. Either way, but, like, once I decide to stay up, it's going to be hard for me to go to sleep. So I'm like, what's up? So I start blowing his phone up, and that's when he responds. So I'm like, that must mean she must be there. Like, I'm not stupid, bro. Like, she must be there. Y'all must be going back and forth or whatever y'all got going on. Like, you know, that's why you actually respond when I'm calling. And because I called twice in a row. So he's like, oh, give me a second. I'm still smoking. So I didn't know he was smoking at the time. So I'm like, okay. He still don't hit me up for a whole nother hour. So I'm like, bro, I'm finna go to sleep. What the fuck? Like, hello? Like, what are you doing? Like, what is happening? And so then he's like, I got mad, and I was just like, bro, just lose my number. Because at this point, I know that you fucking with homegirl. Like, you know, I can't prove that shit. But in my heart, in the intuition, in my spirit, I feel it. That y'all got something going on. And I'm not dumb. So I'm like, bro, like, just lose my number, dog. Like, I don't even got time to be dealing with this. Like, you tripping. And so, this man is like, I'm sorry for wasting your time. I should have never called you talking about that stuff. And it's like, bro, it's cool. Like, you know, the way that I date, I don't really get jealous about other women. Like, I'm like, cool if you got something else going on. Like, as long as you upfront and open and honest with me about what the fuck going on, I'm not tripping. Like, if you got something going on and you got an issue with homegirl and you feel like you need to vent, I'm there to vent. Like, and I have been there for men that I've messed with before. Like, we finished doing the do, and the dude be like, yeah, my girl, so dang, man, like, I think you should do that and listen to her and da-da-da-da-da. Like, you feel me? So it's like, that ain't no problem. As long as they ain't in no relationship, cool. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't tripping about that. I'm just not getting in the way of no relationship type stuff. I'm not doing that. That's weird to me. That just goes against anything that I'm for, and I don't want that smoke. So, like, you know, if he would have just said, like, bro, like, I was just like, look, I don't mind you coming to me a venting. That don't have no issue. But it's like, when it starts to affect me, whatever you got going on starts to affect me, you telling me you pulling up and then you don't pull up, and that becomes a whole thing, and I'm waiting up for you. Like, now I'm like irritated, because it's like, something's not being communicated here. And now I'm being affected by whatever the miscommunication is. And I don't think that's fair to me, because I didn't do shit to you. And I always had it set up for him to be honest, or anybody that I mess with to be honest. So it was just like, something's not right here. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just bow out gracefully. Like, I don't got time. You know, I got too much going on with my family and stuff. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and just chill. You know, you feel me? Like, I'm chilling. I'm gonna go elsewhere. And I'm doing a really good job with just stepping away from situations that just don't serve me on the first time. So I'm like, yeah, boom, bam, pow. The man reads the message, don't respond. Cool. I wake up early in the morning because I have a photo shoot, which I wasn't too mad that he didn't really come over, because I had a photo shoot in the morning anyway. So I get up early. I go, you know, to my photo shoot, you know, whatever. I get back home. I get on Instagram. I'm on the phone with my best friend. I'm telling my best friend, yeah, and this happened. And I'm just like, yo, this is weird. Like, you know, he giving me real weird vibes. Like, something's up. Like, he messing with the girl still, you know, whatever. And I don't like being in that space where I'm like trying to figure stuff out, because like, I'm a detective and I figure shit out. And I hate having to piece it together when you could have just told me up front. You feel me? Because I don't like that. I don't like the dishonesty, because I'm going to just tell you what the fuck I got going on. If I got other dudes and I'm dating, which I do because I'm poly, I'm solo poly, I'm telling you up front. Hey, I'm dating this. Like, I'm doing this. Maybe niggas want you to lie to them. I don't know, but I don't. So I put it all on the line. And so this man is like, I don't know. I was telling my best friend, like, yo, this man is tripping. He tripping. Something not right. And so she's like, yeah, that's weird. Why would he make up a lie? You know, why would he just act weird about the like tan and stuff? Like, that is just, something's not right. Something's not, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I think he messing with the girl. So then we on the phone, and I'm like, he posted on his Instagram story. Should I look at it? She's like, yeah, press the button. Y'all, I pressed the button. And it's this man laying on his bed like this, right? With Janae Aiko's While We're Young playing with the lyrics on the screen. This is Instagram story, so you know how the lyrics pop up. While we're young, you can learn to do something special. That shit, he all on the bed made up. He laying on the pillow, look like he kissing at somebody, right? And then it said, give me a kiss, and then his ex is tagged. And I'm like, bitch, am I getting pumped? Am I getting pumped? Why would you lie? And he offered up a lie. Like, why would you call me to tell me what the fuck your ex is doing? Saying like, oh, I might have to shoot her. Like, off some crazy shit. Making it seem like it's unwarranted. And I'm like, asking you questions like, yo, like, you sure you don't want to be with her? Like, you know, whatever. You saying, no. Then the next day, give me a kiss. Bitch, huh? Why you lie? I would have been cool. Like, if you would have just said, hey, yo, like, I don't know what's going to happen here. You know, between me and Shorty, like, we started talking again. Like, you know, I'm just giving you a heads up so you know where I'm at, you know, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just have my time now. Like, that ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. But for you to straight up blatantly just lie to me like this and make it seem like I'm tripping when I ask you a question, like, well, like, you acting weird. We're too old for this. Y'all, I'm 27. I'm about to be 28 in 2 months. I am too damn old to be dealing with this. Especially with the way that I date. So I'm like, I laughed. At first I was like, should I respond? Should I respond to this? Should I respond? And my best friend's like, yeah, just acknowledge that you've seen it. And I just put the little laughing emoji because it was like, when I tell you, I just started screaming. I'm like, because I couldn't believe the shit. I could not believe it. And I put the laughing emoji response to it. And I was just like, I'm just leave it there. And then I blocked him on Instagram. Then I blocked him on Twitter. And then, like, via text, I was like, you know what? I didn't deserve that. So, respectfully, I'm finna block you. I hope you know, everything work out for your ass, though. Because, like, it seemed like the nigga like chaos. Like, my little feelings was hurt. I'm not even gonna hold you. My little feelings was hurt because it was just like, we connected pretty well. And I do develop really good connections with guys pretty fast. And it was just like, I at least trusted. I wouldn't say that I trusted him all the way because it kind of takes a while for me to get there. But I at least trusted for him to be honest with me. You know, and the entire time he's telling me he ain't never talked to his ex. You know, like. And then trying to make it seem like something like you offered up a lie. You called me to tell me that you ain't want nothing to do with her. You feel me? Like, you called me to tell me what was going on. And then you gonna tell me, like, the day that you told me and you gave me a BS excuse talking something you burnt, that was the day she pulled up to your crib. So I'm like, in my head, like, I'm flagging everything. Red flag. Red flag. Like me and Nigel do on my podcast. Red flag. Like, y'all, I'm tired of niggas lying. And this is, what, the third nigga that's lied to me within the last couple of months. Like, and am I intimidating? Do I look intimidating? I don't think I do. I'm cute. You only really get me kind of popping off when I get really, really upset, and I'm going to give you warning after warning after warning, like, I'm going to get upset. You feel me? Like, I'm going to get mad. I'm going to get annoyed. And I'm going to tell you about yourself. But I don't ever be, like, just blatantly just, like, wildly disrespectful, wildly crazy. So it's just like, what you lying for? You can't be honest with yourself to be where you, to, like, I'm here. You feel me? Like, I just don't get that. Because I'm telling up front, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm moving, this is how I'm going. I would ask for you to be just as honest and upfront with me. And I can't even get that. And that's, you know, this what niggas be saying they want. Not that I'm doing it for niggas. I'm doing this for myself because I'm not ready to be in a relationship. But, like, if niggas saying they want this and they meet a woman that is on this, you know, why you lying? Why you start to revert the line? Why you start to act a fool? And I didn't deserve that. And I wanted him to know that. Like, and he knew that. But I just really wanted him to say, like, okay, this girl really didn't go off on me like I thought she would. She really didn't spaz out like I thought she would. Like, and it was warranted. But that was foul, y'all. That was real foul. And I'm going to just keep coming up here. And I'm just going to say how I'm feeling about these situations that I'm dealing with. Because, like, I'm tired. Okay? I'm tired. Tired. I'm done. And that's all I got to say about that. He's blocked on everything. And that's the end of this. I don't think I'll ever speak to that man again. I don't know if he didn't get my email, so ain't really no way for him to contact me anyway. So there's that. But yeah, that was wild. And I'm just really big on the whole lie. Like, why would you blatantly lie? You call me to lie. Like, men, why are y'all like this? Why? I would like to know. Tell me. Tell me. Why y'all like this? Let me know in the comment box below. Bye.